Ladies and gentlemen, there has been some drama on the internet. I tuned into Twitter and I saw one of my favorite creators, host of the show I produce, Juiced, xQc, getting clowned on Twitter. And as someone who formerly did almost exclusively React content and now does very little non-transformative React content, I feel like maybe I'll have a good take. Lamino spends months researching, scripting, and editing a video just for React streamers to re-upload the entire thing and provide zero input. Now, this is not a new argument. This is not something that hasn't chafed YouTubers or fans of YouTubers that create original content for a long time. There has been this very negative energy against React streamers, whether justified or unjustified. And when someone like Lamino makes a video, it holds a little more weight because this is a content creator who creates, what, 2 videos a year? Yeah, 1 year from the last video. If someone, maybe someone like me who is a Twitch streamer, watches an hour, 38-minute video of the Kennedy assassination, we're saying that there's maybe 20 minutes of paused commentary on an hour and 40-minute video. That's this person's video. You watched it, uploaded it to your channel, and while it didn't get 4 million vids, it got hundreds of thousands of views. It's got almost 400,000 views in the last week. Those are views that did not go to the original. Maybe they're views that are actually duplicates and did go watch the original. Maybe they're viewers that subscribe to Lamino after the fact, but we don't know that. And we do know that xQc made thousands of dollars uploading this. Actually, for an hour and 50-minute video, we know that xQc made tens of thousands of dollars uploading this video. That's where the anger starts. And I do want to highlight this because I thought this is so funny. But one of the biggest pet peeves with React streamers is that they will turn on a video and eat their lunch. Sometimes they'll turn on a video and literally leave the room, which is so fucking funny. And I think that even the most staunch defender of Reacts would say, hey, that's not cool, right? This is the video we're talking about. It's literally just him watching the whole thing with no edits. This is essentially VOD content.
Bro, this is a fucking killing floor. Look at this shit. This is balloons, TD.
See, that's sick, right? If you can imagine a world, xQc goes full screen like this and says, like, it's a killing floor. It's like Bloons TD6 out there. All these things are happening. And he is using a minimal amount of the source content. He is still making the same jokes. He is doing, I hate using the word because no one really knows what it means, but he is doing transformative content at that point. It's very hard to argue that this is transformative or fair use when you're watching the entirety of the video, and you could almost get the entirety of the video by watching xQc's VOD. Then we had Mutahar, Ordinary Gamers, who is a large YouTuber themselves, millions of followers, retweeting this, re-Xing this, Xing it out the window. Just the shame garbage like this fills the recommended tab. Now, a little incendiary, and as someone who doesn't like to get on fights in the internet, I maybe wouldn't have said garbage like this fills the recommended tab, but they were looking for a fight today, right? They wanted to go at xQc. And xQc, in a way I haven't seen since the Adept stuff, has gone absolutely full juicer, replying with paragraphs and paragraphs, and we're gonna check it out a little bit. I wonder what triggers people like you so much. Revenue share? Audience split? Algorithm? I've heard this complaint a million times, and most public figures try to attack it from multiple angles just to fall flat on their face. I'm watching a vid I like to my people. That's it. There are multiple angles and there are different people who care about different things, right? There are YouTube creators who maybe care more about the revenue that they would get from a video. And there's also content creators who would say, xQc, please fucking react to my video. I've had a couple videos or clips at least reacted to by Mizkif, Hassan, xQc. They all did pretty well, and I feel like that was a trade that I would make every day. Who does YouTube pay the ad revenue to in a situation like that? I hope it's not xQc. And he said, imagine being so small-minded you think I care about that revenue. Even if xQc doesn't care about the revenue exists, right? Those people are watching it. Advertisers paid for their content. It's got to go somewhere, which is what leads to Ludwig's kind of core solution, which is the money for this video should be funneled at some ratio to the original creator, which I think is an absolute bare minimum, right? The idea that xQc could upload the full hour and 40-minute Lamino video and Lamino gets no money seems to me untenable for a future on YouTube that I would want. YouTube already has that infrastructure, just not available to individuals. Yeah, you have to be a member of an MCN to do these things. And most YouTubers at this point are not in an MCN. MCNs can be extremely predatory too, so there's big reasons not to be involved. Yeah, it would suck if you felt like you had to join an MCN so that you had recourse against people reacting to your videos, but maybe the MCN you joined wasn't good for you in other ways. Not to say all MCNs are bad. I don't know a lot about MCNs right now, and this is not a video about MCNs. Now, Mutahar, Ordinary Gamers, saw what xQc said and decided, you know what? This is what we're doing today. This is what we're doing this week. I know you're not the brightest, and actually there's a lot of pent up energy and a lot of insults flying on both sides when I would just love to have a conversation about it. Maybe it's a little calmer, right? Even though a lot of my drama videos do well, like I don't care about the drama. I think this is really interesting as a fucking like, what should YouTube be? What should streamers be allowed to do? I know you're not the brightest, but I didn't expect you to be this intellectually dishonest. Nothing inherently is triggering when you view live content on a different platform. It's when you re-upload the content to the same platform and have it copy the same metadata to further cannibalize. Okay, so this is very interesting. This is where xQc talked about things being multifaceted on the last one. This is Mutahar saying there's nothing triggering about someone on Twitch watching a YouTube video, right? Someone on one platform watching it on another platform. It's when you re-upload the content to the same platform and have it copy the same metadata to further cannibalize. And a lot of what we're talking about there is like, this is the thumbnail of the original fucking video. You can recognize that this is the Lamino video if you've seen the Lamino video in your recommended. Great. Back to the novel. I get it depends on the creator whose content you're freebooting, but in your own words just now, you claim that you were just sharing a video with your fans with no intention to critique or transform it for fair use purposes. I would say this is true from what xQc said. He just wanted to watch a video with his community. We demonized individuals like Jinx back in 2017. I'm kind of a new frog, so I don't know what this is about. Maybe someone could fill me in chat. This type of content is even frowned upon by YouTube in large or any web page as repetitive and duplicate content. I think YouTube is fucking licking their chops. I think YouTube creams their jeans when xQc uploads a Lamino React video because they know the Lamino video is going to get a ton of views. They know that the xQc video is going to get a ton of views. They know that all the other reacts are going to get a ton of views. And at the end of the day, all YouTube cares about is how many views are coming to their platform and how long people are staying on their webpage, right? I know you've watched The Dark Knight and animes like Hunter x Hunter. Why not re-upload those as well? You're uploading Lamino's video, but you're not uploading Aiden Ross watched the Super Bowl. Why are you willing to upload this person's video and not this person's? And it's because you know the recourse for uploading the Super Bowl is going to be litigation. You know you are going to get sued out of your mind, but you know if you watch Lamino's video, you're not. And that's kind of fucked to me. Ludwig responded here. Am I crazy to think YouTube doesn't frown on this behavior? That's what I said. They seem to push reaction content the same as anything else. If anything, it thrives because of the ease of consistent uploads. YouTube doesn't care if it's an xQc hour 50-minute react or if it's me doing 10 minutes of Hell's Kitchen best moments. They just like content that people want to click, and people want to click people who do that content. Super easy. And it's easier for what Ludwig's saying here is it's easier for the case of consistent uploads because I don't have to think if I am just watching Hell's Kitchen. But if I'm going to come up with original content, like when I did my game show, semi-original content, like we did our game show Task Manager or when we did Guest the Streamer or stuff like that, there is a lot more burden to create original content than React content. React content is just easy, and anyone who says otherwise is lying to you. Besides the times where I say it's the hardest job in the world because I think it's the funniest thing. xQc replies here, damn, I knew you liked using... Oh my... This is going to take a minute. This is going to take a minute. Damn. I knew you liked using big words so that people would give your takes more importance, but filling your unfounded criticism full of personal attacks... Is this ChatGPT? Can I see some chatting in the chat? You have no substance. I guess it makes sense that you're upset everyone is reacting to actual good content instead of whatever you post. Also, I talk to most of the YouTubers I take big content pieces from to react to. Maybe send Daily Dose of Internet a call and compare numbers on uploads/reacts. I'm on the defense, so I'll let you pull up some stats. After all, I'm the dumb one, right? This is crazy. This feels like we're talking about something that has a little more weight, right? No one was talking this much about some of the bigger scandals of the last year. Until then, keep molding, little brother. We both know why is little brother like the ultimate insult nowadays? Why are people so mad about little brother? And why are people saying little brother or little bro? It makes someone below you? How so? I don't believe in that. Little brother's fine. I don't have I guess I do have little brother energy. I am a little brother. We both know why you posted that tweet in the first place. Insecurity is a fucking bitch, isn't it? I've also seen a massive trend of influencers talking about insecurity, which is better than them not talking about insecurity when there is a lot of insecurity in the world. But it seems like this is the number one thing to point to for why anyone does anything on the internet. And while it's sometimes true, I don't think it's always true. Bites when you least expect it and makes you look weak. Also, don't make a money argument type. I'm probably the one that cares the least about residual YouTube ad rev. It comprises maybe 1% of my total income. I think if this is the case, you probably have maybe more of a leg to stand on if you just don't put ads on your videos at all, right? Just completely don't monetize them. And then maybe you can be seen. This argument doesn't make sense to me when it's like, yeah, it's only 1%, but also I'm still taking it, right? It's only 1% of my mountain of cash, but I am still taking it away from, presumably, if you follow the Dark Viper train of thought, original content that could be on the platform. Now, write another essay to farm some impressions that this... Bro. Little bro. Now write another essay to farm some impressions. Maybe you generate enough Twitter rev to shut the fuck up the next time you wake up and feel like a weak ass soy boy. What is going on here? Mutahar replies back. No one brought up income as an example except for your insecure ass, Lamau. Impressions are cannibalized as they tend to take up finite space in the recommendations engine that will consistently show the streamer over the original piece as the account matures. You can watch the Dark Viper or recently Jack's films on the subject. This platform is important to me for the rest of the friends I have on it. So yeah, it's all about the friends. I think people should actually just talk about like the money and the potential money, because that's all anyone really fucking cares about. Saying that like I do it for the friends on the platform. No, if you do it for your friends, it's because you're rich and your friends need the money on the platform. The reason people are posting these YouTube videos is because they need to make money or because they need to grow so that they can make more money, right? Right now, I don't need to make money, but I would like to grow to make more money on the platform. Stop deflecting and saying this is for impressions farming on Twitter. My account makes plenty of impressions without this topic anyways. Watch time from impressions equals ads equals money. He tried it. Bro tried to pretend he makes uploads out of the kindness of his heart. Get your ass to bed, bruh. You look stupid. In my mind, these two folks could sit down and actually hash out what is important. Now, it would require a level of vulnerability to say like, hey, this is easy content for me. I don't have to plan my streams. Like, as you can hide behind like, my fans like it, but it's like, yeah, but your fans would like a lot of stuff you do, right? But unfortunately, they have resorted to mudslinging. Oh, Ludwig's back. I think there's two arguments. What constitutes a legal and, more importantly, ethical React video? Where's the line of... Ludwig is obsessed. I'm going to peel back the curtain here. Ludwig is obsessed with morals and ethics. I think he just read a book lately because he's calling me every single day asking about like, hey bro, like let's do a co-op. It's like, what are you talking about? So Ludwig thinks there's two arguments here. What constitutes a legal and, more importantly, ethical React video? Where the line of true transformative commentary, legal, and that hot doctor dude as examples? And is the finite impressions argument accurate in the assumption that all impressions would go to the original content if all React videos were removed? I think that all impressions on YouTube would go to original content if all React videos were removed. I think there's no other way, right? Now, maybe the sum of views goes down, the amount of impressions goes down, but all impressions would still go to original content. Or would there be an impact on overall site impressions? Is it cannibalizing as efficiently as argued? Oh, that's kind of what we just talked about. It's funny. We should have finished the sentence. Right. It's like, would you rather have potential exposure that comes from these reactors reacting to your content, or would you rather potentially get less views, less exposure, but have a more straightforward mechanism for making your money? This brings up an interesting labor issue of switching to an opt-in rather than opt-out system even allows for a fair and equal market. Opt-in to React and opt-out of React, you mean? On YouTube? I think it should be default opt-out, as crazy as that sounds. I think when you put out a YouTube video, it shouldn't be reacted to unless you check a box that says opt-in. And I think there needs to be a lot of mechanisms behind that reward the original content creator, whether that is monetarily or views or like a subscription modal that pops up. Would you like to subscribe to this creator who made it? I think there's a lot of shit that I would be interested in seeing that would require technological changes on the YouTube side that I don't think they're willing to make because they don't care. I feel like you don't do lazy reacts though. You at least go in depth regarding the content you watch. A streamer's or a reactor's viewers are always going to justify their reactions because they like him. I've seen people say like, oh, you do good reacts because you do all these things. But I've also seen people on that xQc video say like, no, X, you do good reacts because you do this. The people are always going to advocate for their content creator. And so I cannot take your guys' judgment of if my reacts are valid to mean anything because you like me. You're watching my shit. You want to see me react to stuff no matter what. You want to see me react to more things. So I care more about like peers or myself and what I feel is justifiable. And then I think the second half, sorry, what were we talking to? Well, I forgot what we were talking about. I got so distracted by people liking me and thinking I'm smart and cool. Reacting to good content instead of whatever you post, and then a screenshot of xQc reacting to him is so fucking deliciously backhanded. Yeah, man, you only react to good content, not mine, huh? What drives the point home here for maybe people that are more on the Twitch side than the YouTube side is that someone like me or someone like xQc could watch a person's YouTube video all the while getting followers, donations, and subscribers on Twitch. It would be very easy for me right now to turn on a summoning salt video and be like, oh, really? That's sick. Wait, he invented that shortcut? And it's no work. And I would get subscribers and I would get follows and people would be like, oh, that was goated. Good react, Stanz. What was the next one? It's a good video. I enjoyed it. What's the issue? You called my shit garbage, but is it all garbage? I think the answer here, if you are on the side of like, you don't like react content, is like, yes, reacting to other people's content is garbage. If you're going to come out with the absolute heat at the beginning of saying this is garbage content, yeah, be like, yeah, you shouldn't do it. This was weird. This was like the bro hug, the Top Gun volleyball scene. Nah, you're right. I'll concede that point. Your GTA heisting was good. All right, I'll take this trade. Wait, what trade are you talking about, man? That actually is the reactor's dream. So let's say we had a system where you upload a YouTube video and by default, people cannot just react to it, right? And then all of a sudden, more and more people are opting in to allow their video. They're putting in like a React a repository, whatever it is, like a network of React things you could do. And those people were growing from it. You could then prove with data that having these people react to your videos is good for business. More people would opt in and it would make sense. Right now, there's just so many mysteries around it and it feels safer to just say, maybe don't do that, right? I like a world where there is like consent on the side of the person whose content is being watched. So to make reacts opt in, you'd be willing to ban all content that contains other people's content above a certain percentage regardless of transformation? Yes. I think that's impossible because technically transformative content is fine, like federal law style. So we cannot necessarily do that. You have to allow transformative content always, but I think a system where you can like cut out those people. You saw that list that Ludwig got, Mogul Mail got, of like people using his content. If he didn't opt in, none of those should be, they should just be immediately taken down by the platform. xQc is not going to change the way he does things, which is why I believe we need to have more of a conversation about it because, and I talked about this in relation to me, you would like me to react to more content. You will always justify the things I do. And at this scale, I believe it is the exact same for me as it is for xQc. xQc has 60 to 80,000 concurrent viewers who want him to react to content. They will go out and advocate for him reacting to content. They will say that his content reactions are justified no matter what. So what we need to do is hear more from the people whose content is being reacted to. And if those people are cool with it, like Jetlag with Ludwig, we should be totally happy with Ludwig doing a live ethical reaction. If people are unhappy with it, we should say, hey, don't react to those people's videos. And I think the default should be don't react to people's videos without getting permission. I would love if YouTube built that in. They won't do it because it doesn't make any sense. So until then, we're going to have a bunch of fucking internet fights between people calling each other little bro who aren't really talking about the issue at hand and who honestly, half of them don't even really care because they're just going to continue doing React content. That's how it goes. Yay! React drama! We did it!